Today's video, we introduce you to E-Scape. Hi, my name's Gary with Towngrass Games, here to introduce you to our new TTRPG, E-Scape, a science fantasy role-playing game. In this video, we're going to do a rough overview of the game, what it's about, how to play it, as well as what the E-Scape world is all about. Future videos, we're going to introduce you more detail to the rules, settings, mechanics, character creation, all that. But for now, here's a general overview. Players are ghosts in the system, fugitives stuck in a virtual reality, hunted down by system agents to be permanently deleted. To hide and do nothing means a slow degradation by glitches and bugs, eroding who you are until nothing remains. Survival requires working the E-Scape underworld, committing crimes to earn time on refresh emulators that can undo some of the damage, but not all. To what lengths will you go to survive? E-Scape's primary focus isn't on combat, however it is an element of the game. Instead, players will focus their attentions on adventures involving heists, rescues, and escapes. At more intense levels, you'll include such things as corporate espionage and sabotage, as well as broader political themes such as crew warfare, organized crime, syndicates warring with each other, and extremist factions who would like to see all of E-Scape torn down. The game mechanics of E-Scape, pretty straightforward. It's a dice pool count successes game wherein you roll a bunch of d8s and try and roll low. Most of the target numbers will be 3, although certain effects raise this and allow ones that count as double. Unlike other games where character advancement is the highlight of the game, E-Scape instead focuses on character deterioration and how players deal with the fact that their characters could get progressively worse. This is mitigated to some degree by what level of complexity the GM decides to offer for this game. For longer campaigns, easier modes allow for the GM to award more rewards to buy off glitches and bugs more often. Instead, GMs could ramp up the difficulty, making it much harder to buy off glitches and bugs, and making the players really think about whether or not they want to take the chance to use effects that degrade them faster. E-Scape also offers a unique magic system that focuses on the power and data flows of E-Scape itself, allowing players to use characters to manipulate the system, to create new objects, or manipulate data for their own ends. Finally, there's a push-to-learn model in the game, wherein players learn in real time as they're making tests throughout the adventure. Players have the autonomy to decrease their dice pools to improve their chances of learning. It's up to the players to weigh whether or not it's worth the chance to possibly not pass the test in return for earning some learning points. This brings us to the general question of what is E-Scape? E-Scape is a massive, hyper-realistic virtual world where people forget that they're not real. The E-Scape game is a universe where you can exist in 2 places at once, until you don't. E-Scape has millions of users worldwide, original and copy alike, that depend on E-Scape to run around the clock. Because of this, shutting down is not an option. Some of you might be wondering what's the deal with the original and copy concept. The copy lifecycle starts off with the Meat Space original, a flesh and blood person who connects to E-Scape and uploads their memories, behaviors, personalities into a digital form. Those files become embedded into an avatar that operates as a copy on the E-Scape side of the fence. Once the process is complete, the original goes about their daily routine, unaware what their copy is up to. On the E-Scape side, the copy journeys through the virtual world, pursuing whatever activities they would like to do and never had the time to do in the real world. After 2 weeks, the original connects back to E-Scape and downloads the copy's experiences to their own minds, melding those experiences with their own from the 2 weeks so that their entire memory is complete with the experiences of both. Because they experience what happened on E-Scape as a copy, they feel that they've experienced the full breadth of 2 lives at once. Reinvigorated or refreshed, they can then upload a new copy and begin the process anew. This process is only interrupted when the Meat Space original has either broken the terms of the contract and is not allowed to recreate a copy, or the original dies, at which point E-Scape authorities search for the copy and remove it from the system. So is life as a copy like? It's really no different from what it is in the real world. They can learn here new skills and try new things that they didn't have the opportunity to do in Meat Space. They can visit new places, see new sights that they've never experienced before or otherwise couldn't afford to do. They can meet new people from around the world where their current local Meat Space circles might not allow. And in some cases, they can earn some extra money to help pay for whatever they need to do in the real world. So what exactly does E-Scape look like? How is it built? It's constructed of multiple layers, beginning with servers that spread around the world, whatever your Meat Space world might look like. And on each server are dozens of partitions that can be visited by those who are in that server. Each of these partitions can conform to a different general theme. It could be a cityscape, could be an underwater habitat, could be an orbital station, deserts, forests, jungles, islands, whatever the theme might be. The entire partition is a public space where people can roam for free and partake in any activities that are there, again for free. Within each partition, there are a number of sites that can be visited. We're going to use this island as an example to explain how the sites manifest in the partition side of things and what they might look like within the site themselves. For the island example, each site might look like from the exterior a hut through which they can enter and partake in whatever activities are within. There are dozens of sites in a partition, if not hundreds, each one offering a different service. Some of these sites are retail outlets where you can buy objects or apps and use them to partake in any activities that might exist in this partition. Other sites offer training programs to improve yourself in different ways, whether it's physical, social, educational, however it might be. The ones offered by E-Scape services offer official certifications that can be used in the real world to help you, as your original, get promotions. Finally, some sites are completely different worlds unto themselves, unrelated to the partition itself. While it's contained within a hut, it's much like how Doctor Who's TARDIS operates, much bigger on the inside. So there you have it. There's the general overview of our game E-Scape, Science Fantasy Roleplaying Game. Hopefully you find this interesting. Future videos will go into more detail on some of the game mechanics as well as some of the options you have for storylines. In the meantime, thank you for visiting and look forward to seeing you again.